super cleaner and flush. I have just dumped whatever goop was in this Toronado. I guess I'll never get any satisfaction from the guy I bought it from. There's not much antifreeze in here, not much at all. Definitely not enough for our just above freezing temperature. I mean, just above zero temperature, forget freezing. It was 4 degrees or 3 degrees last night, which is minus 16. So I drained the antifreeze out of this plastic aluminum radiator. It's got a flexible hose in the bottom, and then I realized it's such goopy, I should really drain it, flush it with garden hose water, then flush it with this, and do the same thing I did on the K5 Blazer, which I need to repair, and that's what's coming in today. Got the locking hubs right there, shout out. Yeah, genuine worn locking hubs. This car is going to be fired up, taken outside. That car is going to be fired up. It hasn't run in 3-4 months. And let's see what happens. I cleaned up all the litter that tends to accumulate on horizontal surfaces, like all this crap. Let's see if this thing fires up. Too bad I haven't got a tripod. I could put the camera right here. But I don't. Year of manufacturer, World's Fair. Nice old license plate. $10. Got a new dimmer switch here. New old. So I guess I will leave them in the car. I took this thing to the body shop, as you guys are aware. The guy did a crummy job repairing it. I had words with him and they weren't pretty. Not a stick shift. Whoever was driving it tore the lever off. Yeah, wrong guy for the job. I have another body shop I'm going to go see next week with my new Suburban, and then maybe the SF, the San Francisco Suburban. So crank this baby up! The battery doesn't sound very healthy. I did have it on the charger a couple of days ago, but it sounds like it's going downhill fast. So I'm going to pause this. I think the guy that did my body work, I think he took my chrome wing nut. I had a chrome wing nut there that I've had for 30, 40 years. Universal joint cap. And it ain't here now. Where did you go? Where did my wing nut go? Did he take it? The guy's got a 409. Maybe he said, wow. It's got a 454 or a 502, and there goes my gasket. Oop. All of a sudden, the wing nut was gone. So maybe one day I'll go see him and he'll deny it. Nobody's ever going to admit stealing something or screwing something up. They say it's the cover-up that gets you. I'm going to pour some gas down here. Give me a second. Let's find some gasoline. Got lots of junk on this Thanksgiving Day. I grew up in Montreal, and we didn't celebrate Canadian Thanksgiving because I grew up in Quebec, and Quebec is not part of Canada, or maybe it is. Maybe it doesn't want to be. So I didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, didn't celebrate Canada Day, definitely did not celebrate La Fête de Saint-Jean, Saint Jean the Baptist Day. A friend of mine invited me for Thanksgiving in Brooklyn. It's a bit of a schlep. Do I have any gas? Gotta be some gas right here somewhere. Got everything else. This corner needs to get cleaned up big time, so I can put my toolboxes over there and get the garage door in over there and get a hoist and get a waste oil furnace and get a new tire machine. I was helping a friend put some tires on his Subaru. It took me 4 hours with that antique. It works, but time to upgrade to a Coates. There's a guy in Ohio that rebuilds them. I think I'm better off with a rebuilt Coates than a brand new Chinese piece of crap that will break. Shops use them, but they're junky. I don't use it that much. It's just for my own personal use. I gotta find some gas. I'm gonna plug this thing into the charger and put you on pause so I don't run the battery down. Don't go away. That's amazing. Nobody called me and interrupted my recording. I put the camera phone on pause, plugged it into the charger, went around the corner to the convenience store that's conveniently open on Thanksgiving, and I got some ethanol-free gasoline. The problem with this water jug is it's really flimsy and you squeeze it the wrong way and it splashes gas in your face. So let's pour a little bit of this USA crude, or where do you think it came from? Saudi Arabia, Venezuela, who the heck knows? It's all blended. It's a world market. So we got some gas. It should fire up. I don't think it'll backfire because the carburetor's too far away. That battery's not very good. There's my wing nut. My non-chrome wing nut. Maybe I'll put the phone, yeah, better buy a tripod. Among a million other things on my Amazon rules the world list. Put one gizmo here, and one, whoa, bucket of brake and gas line oil on this. Oh, that's better. The trunk would just snap shut. Luckily I have the key. So, we've got a reasonable vantage point. We'll try and crank this baby up. Oh man, winter. I've got so many layers of clothes on. What a difference from summer. Flip-flops and shorts, cutoffs. Crank her up! Well, at least we haven't got a lot of lifter clatter. Poof! Darn, 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 darn. Maybe it's time to open the door and let the fresh air in, because that thing stinks. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a battery in this bazoo. My father used to call them bazoos. So I'm going to set this thing right here and stick in my battery. Oh, baby! Okay. Oh. 50-50 chance to get it backwards, and I got it backwards. 50-50 odds. Oh man. Crunch. Phew. I was just WhatsApping a buddy of mine in Scotland, and he was saying that the shops get 100 pounds an hour to service vehicles. And I said, sounds about right. Wait a minute. Got this upside down. There we go. Give me a sec. Okay, got the door open. Let the sun shine in. Ha! What time is it? 3:30 and the sun's almost down. This baby should crank right up. I'm not going very far with it because there's nothing in the radiator and not much in the block. Funny how it still started right up. It's got Pertronics ignition, which I've heard of, witnessed a few bad examples of things failing. There's millions of them out there, but it has to be 100% successful. So this window cranks down real rough. Everything needs fluid film, needs TLC. Crank her up! Whoops! I just hit the gas. Poof! Crank her up! I got big boots on and I don't have a power seat, so I can't move the seat back far enough for my long legs. Poof! Crank that bird up! And off. It's funny, driving this car is like driving the 66 Toronado, same as this, that I bought 30, how many years ago was it? 38 years ago. I was gonna go and get it, sitting at Billy's. See how that's going, huh? Oh yeah, lots of gas smoke in here. got the plug that should have been removed to drain the rust out of the trunk. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now I can pull this baby out of here and put the Toronado in. No antifreeze motor. Crank her up! Ooh. Ooh. Need some oil filters? Had those for 25, 30 years. Junk oil filters. Now where am I going to put this thing? Run for a bit. Junk. Got lots of junk. Woo! Uh-oh. Choo-choo! Clatter, clatter, bang, bang. Woo, woo. Choo-choo! As I mentioned, I found a better body shop. Guys do all kinds of work, swapping motors and V8 Audis. All kinds of work. They're not afraid. If it's broken, they'll fix it. They did the former Mrs. CW's, now Ms. CW's Corvair. Didn't do the most perfect job. They were touching up somebody else's. Disaster. Guy painted the car and ran out of paint. And then he painted it with a different shade of purple. What a jerk. What a jerk. Crank her up! A little bit of oil in those hinges, a little bit of oil in everything. No antifreeze in this one, but I'm going to work on the Blazer. Shout out. Front wheel drive. Squeak! Squeak! Yeah, it's coming in next. Gotta get my work done. Keep promises. Chevrolet! Thanksgiving! You get up at 4 o'clock? Oh, look at that. One of my shovels. Huh. I wonder how that ended up there. But I know, I got a guy who comes around here. He's a good guy, he's got a good heart, but he leaves all his toys everywhere. Just throws things down, walks away, and wherever he drops something, that's where it's going to be found. He's a good guy, but I can't have him around here. Because he just leaves all his toys all over the place. Every time he does a job, he just puts things down and walks away. So, it's a chore having people working for you, doing favors for you. He just puts things down and walks away and then gripes. What are you mad about? I said, because you just can't be rifling through all my stuff, looking for what you're looking for, and then when you're finished with it, just set it down wherever you found it and then make fun of me. Uh-oh. That has to be moved. Holes in my parcel shelf. How dare you? And holes in my kick panels. How dare you? Squeak! Squeak! I'm gonna put a mouse trap under the hood. Maybe I'll catch the mouse. Squeak! Uh-oh. Squeak! Nice and tucked in inside where she won't freeze the block and crack my 425, 385 horsepower. Click! Alright, what do we got here? Aside from roll down windows and no options. Oh, we got more junk. Oh, it's still gone back further. Now I can get the blazer in. Oh, I've got lots of junk. Either I work on stuff or I get organized. So I work on stuff and stuff doesn't get organized. Toronado. Woo-hoo! Choo-choo! Okay, next! Time to put the blazer in. Now, which way should I put it? Nose first, or work on it over there, or back it in and work on it over here? I think I'll back it in and I'll clean up this mess here. I will back it in. And one day, I'm going to put a garage door there, and I'm going to open up the windows there so I can get some light in this place. Natural light. Next! This thing's on the list too. I got it plugged into the block heater. It's been that way since I brought it back because it's so cold. I don't want my nice 6.5 to crack. And I wonder why this thing's running rich at idle. Is there anything wrong? The last leg of our journey back from Salinas started to run rich at idle. Crank her up! Whoops! Crank her up! Running on 7 cylinders. I can hear it. Poof! There's no choke on this thing whatsoever. Zero. Belt is loose or dry. That is the alternator trying to charge the battery. Time for a new belt and a major cleanup. Yep, got tons of junk here. Got spring shims to install. No title for that thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Man in Toms River, New Jersey. I have to do a mechanic's lien to get ownership. How do you do a mechanic's lien? And in which state is it easiest to do a mechanic's lien in? New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, Montana, Wyoming? I want to clean some of the snow off before I bring it inside. See, that's the problem. See how it idles rich? That's all that's wrong with it. And the locking hubs. There's no choke on this thing. The choke is canceled. It came apart and I fixed it. I just haven't put it back together. So I'm going to clean this thing off. Got lots of snow to get rid of. I'm going to turn it off. No point letting it run rich and flush the cylinders down with gasoline. So I wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. And I could have gone to a friend of mine in Brooklyn, but too far away. I got work to do. No title for that Mercedes. I can't find it. This BMW belongs to my tool guy that just drops things wherever he puts them down. Just sets something down and walks away. I'll just put that down right over here. And he walks away. It's my problem. off. It's not good to let your cars run for just a few minutes. They should really warm up thoroughly. Gasoline creates a lot of moisture. And this thing, we know it runs. We've already cranked this baby up. It's plugged in. Been plugged in for almost a week. Yeah, just put my shovel down. Wherever. Doesn't matter. He broke his. Shoveling out his car. And he just leaves my tools everywhere. Aggravating. Get off my trailer, you nasty salt. This thing's gonna fire right up because it's plugged in. Glow plugs. Uh-oh. I hear a nasty sound. That didn't sound too good. That glow plug relay was buzzing, like it wasn't connecting. This starter doesn't sound very good either. Alright, my battery's going dead. It was at 100%. And I know it's plugged in and active because I pulled the plug out a few times. I got a nice big fat spark. So happy Thanksgiving. And I can't wait till spring because this weather sucks. This is going to warm up this coming weekend. I got another Corvair coming in. Stay tuned. Another Corvair. Oh yeah, more junk.